Hello, my name is Dr. Mohan Taide from Sihagar Institute of Technology, Lonavala, and we help mechanical engineering students, technicians, researchers to learn skills in refrigeration and air conditioning or HVACR in very effective and simple manner. I am here to present content of our skill-based training modules in brief for HVACR. Before going to modules, let's see what today's presentation covers. It covers what is education and skill, shocking facts on engineering education, what is mechanical engineering, what we learn in the refrigeration and air conditioning subject, what knowledge and skills are expected before joining HVACR industry, and finally we will learn skill-based training modules in brief. Now let's see what is meaning of education and skill. By definition, education is about learning skills, knowledge and values. In this, we learn fundamental concepts for different subjects. It can be a theoretical and analytical. Let's see what is skill. Skill is knowledge, ability that enables you to do something well or make you expert. If you want to be a skilled person, you require special training and knowledge. Here, let us take skill along horizontal axis and education along vertical axis. It shows if you are unskilled and uneducated, you may be just laborer. If you are highly skilled and uneducated, you may be craftsman. If you are highly educated and unskilled, you may be helpless. If you want to be winner in real life, you should be highly skilled and educated. Simply, this gives importance of skills in today's education. Here I mark few shocking facts on engineering education. Let's see what different surveys says on engineering education. NASSCOM says only 25% graduates are employable. 94% of engineering graduates are not fit for hiring. 80% of engineers in India unemployable. Barely 7% suitable for core engineering jobs and more engineers with no skill. All these surveys highlight on the importance of skill-based training along with education. UGC report says there were only 30 universities and 650 colleges in 1950-51, which is grown to 700 universities and 35,500 colleges in 2018-19. It also shows we are nowhere in world ranking. In world ranking, university, our IIC and IITs stand above 300 and 400. As per data, India has only 4.69% of workforce skilled, 25% in China, 50 to 55% in USA, 68% in UK, 74% in Germany, 80% in Japan and 96% in South Korea. It means in India only 4.69% people get job as per their wish, because all this year we focus on building higher education and very little we think on enhancing the employability by skill based training. However, demand for skilled manpower is very huge in India. Let's talk some positive points of India. It's one of the youngest country in the world. 62% population in working age of 15 to 59. 54% population below 25 years of age. So, in future, young India can become a powerhouse with skill-based education. Let's talk about mechanical engineering. By definition, it is the branch of engineering that involves the design, production and operation of machinery. There are three major fields in mechanical engineering: thermal, design and production. And we learn many subjects in this field. Refrigeration air conditioning is very important application oriented subject as per as HVACR, that is heating, ventilating, air conditioning and refrigeration industry is concerned. This is the list of skill-based program proposed by Government of India in different fields. Details of these programs you will find on AICT's website. At this moment, we deal with only refrigeration and air conditioning, that is HVACR, and proposing skill-based training program for the same. There are many reasons to propose this HVACR skill-based training program. few important reasons we are highlighting here. Many reporters says demand for HVACR grows rapidly in India due to climate change. India is one of the major developing country with huge middle class population with rising per capita income. You will surprised to know that only 2% of Indians household have air conditioning compared to 87% in US. It is also observed that air conditioner sales increasing by 20% annually in recent years. Nowadays, Indians prefer frost-free refrigerators over direct cool refrigerators. The compound annual growth of HVACR industry in India is to be expected 12 to 14%. There is tremendous rise in demand for HVACR professional in recent year, and we hope it will be continue in future. The concept was luxury few years back, but now it's essential at commercial, industrial, medical, telecommunication, hospitality, etc. Concept of cold chain is also growing very rapidly. Here we shortly highlighted the scope of HVACR in India. Here we will try to understand similarity and difference between refrigeration and air conditioning in simple manner. Refrigeration deals with food preservation, industrial refrigeration and cooling with dehumidification, while air conditioning deals with heating, humidification and cooling with dehumidification. Most common area of both these fields are cooling and dehumidification. And so, refrigeration and air conditioning generally treated in single subject. Before going to discuss proposed skill-based training module, we will review what we already learned or learning in theory subject, and then we will also try to understand what HVACR industries expect from engineers at entry level. In theory, we learn applications of refrigeration and air conditioning, refrigerant and its properties, vapor compression and vapor absorption systems, multi-pressure refrigeration systems, psychrometry and air conditioning load estimation, air conditioning systems, components of refrigeration and air conditioning systems, air distribution system, that is ducts and air handling units. In practicals or experiment, we find COP, ER for refrigerators, air conditioner and ice plant. We visit to cold storage or dairy plant. We learn any related software. Sometime we install and service split air conditioner. Before interview or before joining to any industry, there will be always question in engineer's mind, what knowledge industry will expect from me. This will be the first question. And another important question will be the whether my basic knowledge of subject is sufficient or not. Answer of the second question is yes in few cases, but in many cases no, because many industries do not want to spend time on you, that is time on your training, as they want somehow trained ready-made engineers. Before going to interview or before joining the HVACR industry, let's see what knowledge is expected along with basic subject knowledge. You should be aware with opportunities available in the field. You should able to design and simulate and modeling of HVACR systems. You should know about important tools, equipment, skills and operation in HVACR industry. You should know how to service and maintain HVACR systems operating with new technology. Looking at these expected skills, there might be a few questions in engineer's mind. Questions are like this: what is the difference between engineer and technician? Is it the job of engineer to know about tools and operation? Is it the job of engineers to service or maintain system, and so on? We will try to find answer to all these questions on next slide before going to actual content of skill-based training. If we understand properly difference between skill engineer and technician, we will get answer of all our questions. Skill engineer apply science and mathematics knowledge to solve problem, design processes and products, while technician performing tests, collecting data and assisting to engineer. Skill engineer design prototype, components, selecting component, optimizing system, etc. While technician operate, repair, maintain, replace failed components, for systems. Skill engineer focus on theories of science and practicals, while technician focus more on practical applications. Skill engineer may become innovator, researcher or entrepreneur, while technician needs consultancy for the same. This means if you add few technician skills in you, doors will be open in many directions like innovation, research, entrepreneurship, and you can become a complete engineer. This training will be one approach to groom the engineers and technicians who want to improve or acquire knowledge and skills in HVACR field. This is theoretical, practical or hands-on training to meet the needs of industry or consultancy in the field. As I initially told you, I am here to present structure of our skill-based training program, so presenting it sequentially. There will be a total 6 modules you are going to learn in this particular training. Module number 1 will be mechanical engineering and essential skills. Second module will be opportunities in HVACR industries. Third will be the design, modeling, simulation of refrigeration and air conditioning systems. Fourth module will be the refrigeration practices. Here you will learn important tools, equipment, skills and operation. Fifth module will be a faults and faults finding in the refrigeration and air conditioning system. And last 6th module will be repair work of refrigeration and air conditioning systems. Let's see content of all modules in detail. First module will be mechanical engineering and essential skills. Here you will understand mechanical engineering and its branches, responsibilities of mechanical engineer, duties of mechanical engineer, departments in mechanical industries, about hard skills and soft skills, and essential skills that hiring manager look for. Next module will be opportunities in the refrigeration and air conditioning industries. Content of this module is definition and introduction to refrigeration and air conditioning, applications and scope of refrigeration and air conditioning, job opportunities consultancy project offers in industries, scope and career of HVACR engineering, where HVACR engineers are required, skills required in HVACR industries, refrigeration and air conditioning top brands companies in India, possible job roles, etc. Very important module of this training is design, modeling, simulation of refrigeration and air conditioning system and selection of its components. Content of this module is modeling and simulation of system, energy efficiency and its important, labeling of devices, etc. How to design refrigeration or air conditioning system process, how to design or select components of system, how to assemble system, and how to charge and test system. Module number 4 is refrigeration practices. This module is divided into 2 parts. Part 1 is tools and equipment, part 2 is skills, operations, servicing and repairing techniques. In part 1, that is tools and equipment, following topics review various kinds of tools and equipments needed in modern workshop when working on refrigeration and air conditioning system. Topics are tools for tubing, tools for refrigerant handling and containment, equipment for recovery, recycling, reclamation and evacuation, and measuring instruments. In part 2 of refrigeration practices, you will learn skills, operations, servicing and repairing techniques. In this part, topics are pipe work for refrigerators, brazing and soldering, temporary repairs, making connection to the system, refrigerant safety precautions, how a compression refrigerator works, how to use the system analyzer, how to release the refrigerant from the system, how to evacuate the system, how to charge the system with refrigerant, how to find refrigerant leaks, electric safety precautions, electric circuit and wiring diagrams, electric testing, etc. Module number 5 is faults and faults finding in the refrigeration and air conditioning system. Content of this module or what faults you will be able to find for systems are: find refrigerator correctly charged conditions, how to find normal system pressure, how to find normal compressor ampere, how to test loss of refrigerant from a system, system undercharge, overcharge with refrigerant test, capillary tube block, moisture in the system test, damaged electrical connections, starting device not operating, motor protector damaged, motor winding damaged, motor capacitor faulty, thermostat faulty, etc. Last module of this skill based training program is repair work of refrigeration and air conditioning system. In this, you will learn how to replace faulty or damaged filter or dryer, compressor, evaporator, condenser, capillary tube, thermostat, etc. You will learn how to repair moisture contaminated system. You will learn how to clean an acid contaminated system, and you will also learn how to repair faulty relays, that is starting device, etc. After presenting a proposed modules of skill based training program, I will make few things clear. This program is specially designed for mechanical engineering students and technicians. Other branches engineers and technicians are also welcome. This will offer classroom as well as hands-on training. This training will provide platform for quality innovative projects to mechanical engineering students. This training will enhance practical knowledge through industry institute interaction and also exchange consultancy projects. Here, I don't claim that this is complete perfect program. Suggestions or queries are always welcome. And very important thing is that I will back with series of lectures on each module or content. It may be classroom and hands-on training or online training or video lectures in series. That's it. Thank you.